Saturday, welcome to Sports with Mandela. As usual, we start with a quote. Helping one person might not change the whole world, but it could change the whole world for that one person. Once again, welcome to Sports with Mandela. And I'm happy once more to have in the show with me, Mr. Teddy Arundel. Here on the show, we're going to discuss cricket, as you know, as usual. And police, once more, have won the next championship. The Richie Richardson 35 overs finals was completed on Sunday, and Police was victorious. On Saturday, sorry. And Police was victorious, so Police now have back-to-back titles, championship. So Derek Mullen and his team and the coaching staff is doing a wonderful job so far, and I'm quite sure in the next competition coming up, which is Kirk Yarmouth's competition, the other teams will be raving, looking to see if they can stop them from getting a third championship. Good morning, Daddy.
Yeah, good morning, man. I like how you start off, you know. Yeah, good morning to the viewing audience too. Well, like I said, Police so far they'll be undefeated. So that's a commendable achievement. You know? Yes. And well, I know, like I said, the other teams can't wait to get at them again, but Police seem to be doing something very good. You know, I mean, what I do believe that contributes to it is the spin bowling attack. I believe that's the major contributor. What happens, Parish League players are not afraid to spinners, they're more into fast bowling and so on.
That's true.
So that's what happens. So Moreland, he uses his attack to his advantage. And that's what any good captain would do anyway.
Right,
so
right.
You can't hold against him. But I was kind of disappointed when I was watching the game on Parish League Network, and I saw Kenny got out, man, the good chance, and that was very soft.
Yeah, when I was up there, I was talking to Shaft, to one of the guys. They said the ball from Africa bouncing him a bit, so I heard that. I saw the shot.
That shot was a nothing shot. Ball was a try, they pushed it back to the bowler. He hit the ball hard, the ball went on 6.
Oh, okay, thought about
pushed he took the ball actually took half volley.
Oh, okay.
Foolish excuse. That's the ball Kenny can attack. Hit the ball hard.
Okay.
Now he's already batting well.
Right.
So they're on top of the bowling. With his experience, man, I would have thought he'd take Police now his feet onto nearly 170, 180.
But that's the scores of after 1993, they should have scored at least 180, 190.
Definitely.
And make it a good competitive final.
And the two guys who played the Parish, he got out almost in the same over.
Right.
You know, so I guess I kind of hold my partner Kenny responsible for that. Kind of out was too soft. Right. With this kind of experience and so on, you're supposed to do at the end.
Right, stay right.
If you're jamming the ball, defend the ball.
Right, but almost close as possible.
That is push back the ball out, which you guys complain a lot of factory.
Right.
You know, push back ball to bowler, but if you only play the ball for a single.
Right. Well, I know you often say during coaching that if you're going to attack, you attack. If you're not going to attack, you look to play the ball for a single, play the soft. The out was kind of careless in my opinion. Right.
Not worthy of Kenny's ability.
Right. And something you would like to tell us, that's a nothing shot.
No, nothing shot.
Yeah, nothing shot. That's a nothing shot.
Yeah, man, I tell you. And he was on top of the ball and he did very good. And to get out like that, that opened the gates for Police.
Right.
I was struggling to that meager score. Well, that's a meager, they almost double score for the first one.
Yeah.
But they should have added another 50 runs at least, man. Kenny did a wicket.
Right.
They could have done much better, man. I was disappointed along that line. But still, I'll give Police a credit. You know what I mean? Like my good friend Derek says, hey, if you're not this bowler this week, you're the one of the week and you're the game. So, hey, use what you have to your advantage.
Ability.
You know, use what you have to your advantage. You know
well, I must say, I see he captained the game pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, so I have to give him that. So, yeah, I have to give him that credit that he have been doing a good job captaining the team.
Well, he uses bowlers well. Give the man his credit.
Yeah, I have to give him some credit.
You know, like knock him out and say, nah, do a good job.
Right.
You know, love saying, nah, do a good job that he in our captain team so good. And then Derek, I don't want to pong him out.
Yeah.
But he's been doing a good job. You know what I mean? Hey, you can't be looking so long, maybe. Maybe the teams are too jokey.
But what I like about last week, 2:30, when I went up there after I finished my errands and stuff like that, I saw like about 3 bus full of police.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 3 coastal bus.
So wait,
police officers. Like I was wondering if the whole force was at the front of the ground.
No. I'm thinking something different. When they would intimidate the people?
Yeah, they have music, and all kind of stuff.
No, about the music, they would intimidate the players.
Must be.
I know you want to talk about the police because you saw me coming.
No, that's what we're talking about.
I know.
But it was good. It was good to see. But viewers, we welcome Mr. Sean Walsh is here with us in the studio. Welcome to Sports Mandela.
Thank you very
nice
much.
To have you.
Yeah, it's been good.
We're just talking about police and how well you guys have been doing.
Yeah. 2
championships so far for the season.
Yeah, complete, no?
Yeah. So I just want to know what's the secret in the camp?
Well, let me see, boy. I think preparation. First of all, you must talk about the police grounds. You try to make the environment in a state that the players and them will feel comfortable. So it's a lot of work that been doing at the grounds. I think you would know that the work have started since during the U-under-19 World Cup. So
since last year.
Since last year, yeah, the work have been done, and the players and them grateful to the work, and they show a lot of interest coming to the grounds, training and so on. And as I said, the environment makes a difference.
Right, that's true.
That's one of the main reasons.
Well, I must say that after the game, I have a discussion with Otis and Shafton. I was telling one thing about the police team I must say, because Otis was saying he just can't be the police team beat Freetown because they don't have no big time star player and stuff.
No, we don't.
But I tell Otis, why you must give them credit for it? They're together, they're playing together. And once their team are playing together, they don't really need a star player.
Yeah,
and I see that you guys are playing together.
Yeah, I must give a big thank you to the Commissioner of Police. And you know, when the head is always present, the head is always encouraging you, there's a lot of good things can happen. And the commissioners have always encouraged him and them, give them the time to practice. Yes, we know the police work comes in, but you actually give the guys the time to practice. So the togetherness is there, and it's been long overdue. Right. I must say.
And also the facilities. I see the facilities is very, as I said earlier, is upkeep well.
Yeah.
And I must say kudos to yourself and Tom. So you guys have done a great job up there.
Yeah. I take a lot of praise, but I think that Mr. Thompson up there is the man.
He's the man.
Yeah, I learning a lot from Mr. Thompson. So can't complain.
Sean, we have like a studio here, guys. The color shirt not going because we're going on our screen, so we're going to get a shirt for you.
Okay, all right. No problem. Okay, all right.
But I must tell you, man, I will give Sean his credit.
Yes.
Because what happened was, I was telling my good friend Derek that we have to give Sean and Thompson the credit for, but you know, Thompson been doing this thing for so long.
Right.
And I wanted to get him in this studio now, because he's a boy who looks sweet, he like grape. You know, but when I was telling Derek about it, he said, Sean did a good job. They tell me Sean played the first finals.
He played the first finals?
Yes, that's it. So Derek, you shot him, man.
I consider myself retired.
Maybe you can tell us why you played that game.
I consider myself retired, and one or two of the players had little niggets. So
Okay.
I had no choice.
So fit in.
Yeah, I fit in.
So you actually played in the final?
And I took one catch.
I took a catch.
But did not bad, but I feel like
but Sean long time ago was opening bat for police. He's been a productive guy too.
20 years I opened for police.
Yeah, 20 years. He's talking about, so he's not no just come, you know what I mean?
No. I've been here for a while, so it's enjoying it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least enjoying the winnings now too.
Yeah, I say I had a good winnings in the past. I think you know that one time we won all 4 championships in the first class, as well as it is the league. And you know, I looking forward this year, the way we started, to see if we can do the same. You know, keep up that winning streak going, and see. It's going to be tough, especially in the first class, knowing that it is the league. Sorry, it is the league. It's going to be a much tougher competition for everybody. Because you have some teams do not have teams in the field, so they have players that they're going to be boosting up their team. So it's going to be a tougher competition. Hopefully, you know, we will.
All the guys looking forward to that. What's the vibes? All the guys feeling about the test?
Yeah, the feeling is good. We have 1 or 2 players that plays the first class.
Right.
They will be back,
Wait.
yeah.
You mean I Roots?
No, not Mr. Roots. not Mr. Roots.
Who the guys in first class?
Mr. Moore. So Moore he plays for New Chops. And we also have your Freetown man, Austin Richards. He's back with the guys. And
so that's why he's solo sat
So you want to make sure secure place to make sure he can get the service himself.
Mr. Richards has cost me semi-finals and finals the past couple of years playing against Freetown. So I will take this to those victories. I agree with you. Definitely.
Last year was the other way around.
Yes, it was semi-finals in one competition and finals in another competition. We get blue from Freetown, so nothing wrong if we do the same.
But that is good.
Of course.
You come back for revenge.
Of course. No, police, we don't take revenge.
But I want to put you on the spot though. Let me ask you a question. And everybody's watching and listening to you, so, and your fans and stuff. The captain, Derek Merlin, from where my vantage point, look like say he's leading the side very well. And what's your take?
Well, people wonder who is the leader of this team, if the chairman of the police cricket or the captain, because the way he leads, you swear is he that's in charge. If someone look at the team now, they will say the captain is the one that manages and does everything for the team, because he does everything. Sometimes I have to tell him, "Whoa, slow down. Give me a little work to do. Give me something to do."
Right.
Because he's very good at it. I can't complain. He's one of the future leaders when it comes to cricket in the police organization. So he is more than just the captain.
Right.
So I can't complain when it comes to that.
I can attest to that. Almost every time I call, he tell me a police will prepare a pitch.
Yeah.
He roll this. You move covers out and so on.
I don't know what plans he have for Mr. Thompson, because maybe the next couple of years when Mr. Thompson retires, it look like he wants to take over up there. So I will tell you, slow down, my brother.
So I guess that's what you're saying, then that sounds like you guys are well knitted together. You guys
yes.
in tandem.
Yep. As I tell you, this year is a bit different than the other years. There is a gelling in the team, and you can call upon any of the guys and them say, look, we need some help with this, and the guys and them show up. Don't matter what, the guys and them show up. All might not be able because of work commitments, but the guys and them show up. And as you know, we're raising funds up at the grounds. So we come together, we spend a little time up there.
I'm glad to get there. What are you raising funds for?
Well,
I answered the question because the commission was here now.
He was there.
And I mentioned something about that.
And you spoke to him about
something along that line. But I'll ask what he raising funds for. That's what I said.
Well, it's a team. We normally the police organization normally depends on the sports fund to assist in uniform, anything that the teams and them want.
Right.
But it's always good that you do your little thing, that you don't have to go to the sports fund every time.
Right.
If you want a pair of boots for a player, or even in case we're going on tours, we don't have to depend on them. We can at least start to do something. I think when other people see that you're doing something,
they will gladly come and
assist. So that is one of the things we do.
Here's what's going on. I mentioned to the competition too. Hey, police should be looking to have a tour almost every other year. Somebody bring a team here, you go there. Make it more attractive to the players.
We used to have
motivation.
The World Police Tournament every 2 years, but COVID and a lot of other things has stopped it. But now the RSS, the Regional Security Services, they now have a competition every 2 years also.
Okay.
So you'll find St. Vincent, St. Lucia, so on. So St. Vincent, I understand, is supposed to host the next tournament, but they might not be able to host it.
Right.
So we might want to make it come to Antigua.
Okay.
If not, then, as I say, we'll continue to raise funds towards any one of them hosting or the traveling to thing. But that is something that we're doing.
But see, I've been knocking police for years now. When knock I hard. I can tell you why. No, not unreasonably.
Our back broad, so we should be mistaken.
No, it's not unreasonably. I can tell you why I say that. When you go to Bermuda and England and all other places, right? All the clubs have a pavilion, and they use the pavilion to raise a lot of funds. And you have a very good pavilion up there to have fundraising up top there, dances, parties, disco, that sort of thing. Sell stuff at the bar, because you can recall when test matches going on in the 90s for years. Yeah, I see something 2 Bermuda teams in Antigua. Teams in Bermuda.
Yeah.
that's what they raise the funds, just to travel.
That
So,
is so
and
right.
I know when I go to like a bingo night and Friday night, or disco Saturday nights, but the club bar open all year round, all week.
See, you have some good ideas.
No, it's what you're doing in police ground.
That's something.
No, sure.
That's something the children
Sure.
can think about.
Yes.
It's what you're doing at police ground in Bermuda. Every club have a groundsman. He take care of the field, cut grass, and the secretary. That's the responsibility.
Okay.
That just like police are in terms of take care of the field. That's what happened with. And we're a tiny country, you know.
Yeah, it's a little country, I know.
But we're only 22 square miles, but how they operate. And I was saying to you, why knock out the hard? Because I know the ideal
And we have the police that
yeah,
can
you know
do
what I
this.
mean. That's it. You never say knock it out, but knock it out.
No, I don't have to say about backboard and you know, everybody can come up with different ideas, and it's just a matter of looking at the other ideas and see how you can put
Because if you can recall, people use up there to have wedding and all kind of
yeah,
stuff.
I've been to wedding
And there are shows there, there's shows up there. Like,
well, there used to be
like
the
shows,
pillar for
yeah,
shows.
That's what I'm saying.
Sweet Pride Freedom, all these shows, and them used to
So
be up
it's a
there.
nice place to have fundraising going on that you should not rely on sports fund too much.
Yeah, you're so right, and that's what
Yeah.
that's what we want to do. Hopefully, as I say, I've just taken over as chairman, and these are some of the ideas that I have, and I actually want to put them in, and let's see where we can take it from there.
Okay,
it's
that's
definitely
good.
that.
Yeah.
But think about the tournament, the RSS tournament. What's the nice thing about that? Another guy, not Ryan, the other one, not the
one that retired,
the back one.
yeah.
Yeah, I know he back. Went
Yes,
back
he's
from
back.
77.
He's back in Fenton.
So I'm sure he'd be glad to play against
Oh
you
yes,
guys
he
to
would.
beat you guys up.
That's my body. That's my body.
Yeah, he does back very, does back
Yeah,
very
man, that
well.
was about middle of the batsman. used to come in.
Stop a batsman.
Yep.
Good on round now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to bowl also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
remember very well.
He got told Parish League already.
Yeah,
he did.
But yeah, Parish
The
League
one
told.
good player. Tough guy.
Yes, he was.
So
he
he
was.
will playing against you guys.
Well, he would have loved to come and play against us. I don't know if he actually if he's playing
Yeah,
still.
he's still playing.
I'm not sure if he's still playing, but he would love that.
Right.
You know, I would have loved to go there and meet him again.
So any idea when that tournament might take place?
I think it's supposed to be in July, June. No,
This year-
April
next year.
April next year. Yeah. So that's why we're trying to find out early.
That's all like Easter weekend, man.
Yeah, just about that time
That's
there.
all like Easter weekend.
That's why we're trying to find out early if they can host it, or if they
Right.
cannot. We'll have enough time to try to put things together. And you know, once any tournament is hosted in Antigua,
Right.
is a good thing. When you have 7 different countries coming to Antigua,
right.
it's
Yes.
going to be a good thing. So
And as Ty said too earlier, and it's a good thing for the police team, especially now that you are doing so well to have these tours and stuff to get players even closer together and
Yep.
stuff. And I do well for the team.
and if it do happen, we're gonna have to involve Mr. Taddy also, because we like this live cricket, you know,
Right.
other countries, and then we can log in. Actually watch, so we can actually use that as an incentive. Make the game continue.
Sure. But one of the teammates might not be happy, you know.
With one of them.
And they call it a nil. No, I tell you something. He's my good friend. He was the one who partially gave me this idea. Chinese.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Chinese man who partially gave me this idea. But we take it further than him.
Yeah.
You know, but still, he's a good man.
Well, he watching, like, he watch every Saturday.
He watches
Every Saturday. So
Oh, yeah.
he watch every Saturday. Because I was telling him, how come we never invite the champion team in the studio? Yeah, I call my phone, why don't I come in the studio?
That's
Yeah,
what
champions.
man.
So they're watching, and they're watching right now.
Chinese is the one that causes us have this talk show too.
Wow,
Trust me.
that is good.
I would
That
say
is good.
he's my good buddy.
Yeah, it's a
Even though, I
it's a
mean,
good idea. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
It's
you know
a
what I
really
mean?
good idea.
Serious thing. So I'm gonna say bad about it, except when they can't.
Except that you get-
Except he can't pick it good.
He will improve. He has been improving. So
So he's a good chatter fees
No,
star.
see what happens. What happens, Sean? What happens? Chinese like Sean said earlier. One shot, you get to play.
Okay, make up no
that's,
sense.
well, we will see when it is when
When
the Thursday league starts and the better play and some of the players come in. We will see if he's still in the team, and if he's still in the team, that means
he's good.
he's good. That means
No. It doesn't mean it's good. It means that you don't want to drop a reliable person.
well, you're hitting Chinese to the boy.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I tell you, man, I'm very pleased that police is doing so well, because I used to tell people all the years, police in my team seems strange, right? Because I had a really good relationship with Scholar, with police, arranging things. You know, the police are always involved.
Yeah.
And then Ellis was there too. I had a good relationship with Ellis. Make sure things happening good for police.
Yeah,
You know,
that's-
because at one time, you know, when police went to South Africa, I had a factory working with them and so on.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You
I remember
know,
the practice session at factory.
Factory.
I remember.
And
Yeah.
there were two guys that don't see play anymore. I think one was saved, the tall guy.
Yeah, Mr. Lavier.
Lavier, nobody that.
Lavier.
And the
The Carib guy.
no, the Carib guy, he's a good bowler too.
Yeah, good bowler. And
But I don't see I don't see him play anymore.
Them guys take a pause from the game at an early age. I think.
Very early age.
I guess they had some other thing to concentrate on than cricket.
Because those guys look very good bowlers.
Yeah.
Carib guy bowled very well.
Yeah.
But he never gave him good money.
Fredericks.
But he went to the way I was
Yeah.
embraced and China, but I never remember his name. But I know him pretty well. Those guys bowled pretty well. Those good bowlers.
Especially Mr. Lavier. Lavier actually
Yeah.
made the West Indies on the 19 team before he came here.
So joking.
So I actually thought that he would have just stayed
I
and
didn't know that.
continue. Yeah, he made the West. I think he and Mervyn Dillon.
Okay,
In fact,
perfect.
we just trouble him and say,
Okay.
look at you. Mervyn Dillon was 12th man when you was in the West Indies on the 19 team.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well, I never do that.
Yeah,
But I recognize his ability.
Yeah,
That, but I never knew he make Western Island.
and you know he was tall. You know,
Yeah,
so that alone,
yeah.
a good bowler.
And the next
Good
one
bowler.
was guy Dumpling.
Oh,
I think he migrated to the
somewhere.
States,
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, he went to the States.
I know he watch every Saturday too.
He watch every Saturday
He watch
too.
every Saturday. And they watch it right now. Yeah. Last week you see comments there say police, go police and all kind of stuff. So he watch every Saturday too.
What about Nolan? Nolan, so I don't watch.
No, and I'm too sure no one's that watch up there. Well, the Dumpling watch every Saturday.
Oh, that's good. Man.
Some police people following you.
Yeah, we still have police, ex-police, and it's Parish League, you know, cricket, you know, is one of the top cricket in the island, you know. Parish League cricket
That's true.
That was the police, parish, all the followers can tell you all over the world.
Right.
No, when you're parish, you might follow a team. Anywhere in the world, you follow a team. Especially now we have this
Network.
the network.
Yeah.
Because what happens, Parish League used to bring them out. Listen to the radio.
Yeah.
That's out of the world and listen to Parish League.
Yeah, it used to be live on the radio. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and what happens to, I can recall what used to happen to Tony Cozier's son. It's a magazine.
Right.
And every year, I would give all the parish stats to them, so he put in the parish in the magazine, what's in this cricket magazine. So parish, you've been exposed to that in those things.
Yeah.
So one of the guy now, he does his stuff, car 268. And the guy feels, see, we do a lot of stuff on Facebook now, but this thing here, you right now, you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and CTV Channel 8.
Yep. So
See, some of the fans tell one, they send them bad about nobody, you know. and they tell them line, they say the media say too lie.
What you can do for us now, tell us the plans you have, future plans for police in terms of, I know you and the chairman and Mr. Thompson in charge of the ground, Skipper Maryland doing a good job. What can fans expect from police?
Well, first of all, the grounds. We're trying to get the grounds a little more, trying to improve it some more than how it is. I mean, we have plans of building a gym up at the ground. So hopefully that should be starting anytime soon. You know, once you have a gym there, it changes a lot of things. I mean, it will help not just the police, but the sporting aspect of it. Try to imagine England comes and England wants to play. So, I mean, you have the practice nets, you have the playing field, and you have the gym. So everything can work in one place. So we're hoping to get that done and a few other minor items. The team, part of the team, getting the guys on them to continue playing better. Trying to play cricket whole year round. And that's the nice thing about having the nets. Because you know the grounds is actually your recreation grounds.
Like
Football
that.
is going to be coming in.
Yeah. I was about to go there, but the nets.
So that
the
is
nets,
really nets. That's really nets coming. So
well, let me ask you a question about the nets. Because the nets come in, you know. How you going to turn the field for football?
we haven't. I don't think we have decided that yet. I think at one time it was the last set of times. I think that it was east. It was east to west.
I think so.
West.
I think so.
So maybe we might go back. We might go back north to
south.
south. Yeah, we might just go back north to south. But we haven't decided yet. I will leave it up to the.
That might have some problem with the net practice.
Yes, yeah. Well, but hopefully when there is games or anything, we won't be basically using the nets. But the nets will be there now so that the cricketers can come in. You know, you can say 2 of you, let's go up and while the guys playing football. So that is the advantage of having.
And what about lights and classroom lights?
Well, we have that in like just the other day we had Mr. The gentleman from Cool and Smooth, Amir, come up there and have a look at the posts, whether we should use longer poles or how much lights we're gonna need. So he's supposed to give us a figure. Hopefully, when we get that figure, we can take that figure from there.
Sean, I hope you're not getting the lights like you see on the place. Hope you get lights looking like Stanford lights.
But these are expensive lights, you know.
I know.
These are expensive.
If you have that, you can be a major player in this big thing.
That's why we want the lights, but
and the light is very important, you know.
Very.
Because when we did Fullness with T20 Parish Network, the lighting was magnificent. You could see the cricket clear.
I saw it.
But we also like other lights are not so good most of the time.
Well, we remember we're just a small club, we're not a big club.
No, I understand
hopefully that when Mr. Amir have a look and we give us a figure that is...
We need a real pole.
Yeah, we're going to need taller poles, definitely, because the poles that we have...
And just buy some lights to put... I tell you what, I was checking up Stanford the other day. I think harder than me. I think one post have nearly 18 lights.
Yeah.
About 18 lights or more. More.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to need to play cricket, sport like cricket, maybe not football, but cricket, you're going to need proper lighting. Proper lighting.
But the field was magnificently lit. It was great.
Yeah.
I tell them I can see clearly, man. I say, hey, this is great.
That's what you want, and that's what we want, yeah?
But if you get that now, you can bring a lot of teams overseas.
For sure.
You don't have to worry about, see like this, police tournament and all that. You can start a game later in the day.
You see? And that is why we think...
And then more fans will come out and watch in the evening.
Yeah, in the evenings.
Yeah.
I understand Mr. Scholar and is planning a 45 and over.
So I learned that last week.
I heard that last week. Players and everybody want to play.
I heard that last week.
So we were saying that maybe you can have the competition at police grounds, but you know the timing and the lights will be a major factor. So you might not be able to have it at the grounds. You might have to ask permission to go somewhere else. Because when you have games in the evening, people finish working, get a chance to go home, and you can go to the games. So that is one of the advantages of having lights. A lot of things can happen once you have it.
Seriously.
And knowing that our 2 major grounds is the one belong to the West Indies team and the having police, would be easier to get access to police grounds than these 2 other grounds. So we might just be a major factor if that comes true. And you're so right.
That may be, you're going to be a major factor.
Right, you're so right.
Because see, like take for example, Parish, you might start the games on there. Thursday league games or whatever games start in the evening.
So right.
Then it's one goes sticky wicket, Vivica Stadium. That's how the thing.
And what happened too, not only that, now the pitches now are looking superb. They play good all season.
Yep.
I think it's
a lot of work that
we street strip.
Like
I look at them and they look very.
It's a lot of work that we put in into
and
this.
The ball that shooting and the ball just going through nice and stuff like that.
What you observed, you know, when they passed them Monday, I think it was. What's the cricket to go on? Someone called him and Derek. I kind of practice to go on up. He said, no, some women cricket West Indies are something. So everybody using the facility now.
Yep. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work Thompson and I did on that ground.
And that's great.
To get that pitch.
Look,
right.
Sean, let me say something to you. If you have good pitches, people want to come by your place.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when Stanford is taking wicket. They Stanford did tournament 2020 for 20, whatever you call it. They couldn't find a venue to practice at one time. And shipment said, let's go factory. And they came factory. And after when they factory, I remember Lance Gibbs. I think Linus was, then they leave it. People love good pitch.
Definitely.
The first thing batsman going to check field, you know.
The pitch, the first. You hardly see them walk around the field.
Bowlers in the care, no.
You're so right.
Batsman want to know pitch good or not.
You're so right.
All of a sudden the mindset different.
Yeah, the rock intent to make sure look and see any green spot and check out this and check out that and see what's up. But I say you Thompson and I have been doing a pretty good job up there. The places you can see the difference, you know. I went to the bathroom, the showers and stuff like that, and it's nice and clean and stuff like that.
We try to
so they have plenty potential, as Ty said, for making some money and stuff like that and improve.
Okay, like matter of fact, 1985, I brought him a change that year and they stayed there.
Yeah, we have rooms upstairs. I need a little fixing, but we have rooms upstairs that can be.
That team stayed there when they came in '85. Remember that they stayed there in '85 with police. That's why I tell you they had the avenue. They have to make money.
Yeah, we had I think the BVI team comes a couple of times to play football with the police team, and that's where they stayed. They stayed at the
the showers
upstairs. You have showers, you have
everything there.
You have everything up there. So it's all these things we're trying to get right. So hopefully, in the near future, teams will be able to come and even want to stay if they have to stay.
You can host them easily.
Yep.
That's the idea. That's what they will knock you hard,
That's
police,
okay. That's all right.
When I go out of the country, they see what police are somewhere. Police are better than theirs per se, but police are utilizing it.
But it is tough, for us. It's not as easy as everybody think. Everybody is saying that it's police. All you should be able to get this, but it is tough. It's not an easy thing. The government hand is already strapped because of this COVID. So we have to fight hard to actually get certain things done. And again,
so I would disagree with you a little bit. I tell you why. For what ain't no police, they pay them money to sports fund.
Well, that is what I'm saying. When these things happen, we have no choice than to lean on sports fund, and we're going to continue leaning on sports fund. So that's why we're trying to avoid. That's one of the reasons why we're raising funds, as I tell you. Let's try to ease up, because when we're ready to travel, right, which is going to be a lot of more money, we're going to want to lean on you. But we want to show all you that,
the sports fund is like the social security money now.
It's
you come out every month.
But I see what Sean say, when they start do something on your own now, and somebody say do something.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's important.
I see what so I support you guys.
That's important.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to raise our own funds.
See,
not leaning on them.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because see what happens. Parish League many years ago when they sponsored Antigua Dairy, that's in the car now, of crabs. Breweries. Antigua Breweries. That was part of the plan we had. The breweries give all the things at the cheapest price possible. And you sell it normally. And I know teams that make $20 a week and so.
Yeah.
I know St. Paul's. These boys, there's like 6 cases of beer a week and so. Yeah, them man know what they drink.
Them guys. Them guys.
So they must make more than that a week, them and so. Those guys, you get the juice, you get this, just pay them back what they and that's it.
Yeah.
And those guys make a lot of money.
And that's why we're lacking, here. We're lacking that the teams and them. They want to depend too much on the sponsors and so on. You need to go out there and do some things for your club. Help your club.
I agree with you totally.
Yeah, we should be doing more of that, man.
They would like too much on sponsors.
Yeah.
Help yourself. Like I agree with you, man. Help yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I tell you what, I know some of them, they don't want to buy nothing to support their own club. They don't want to buy a bottle of water.
Yeah, imagine that. But we, as I say, we have a good thing going, and the guys and them are supporting us.
Charlie had the idea for them since last year and early this year. Take for example, this guy, he sponsored the show Blue
Waters, yeah.
And we can get the water very cheap. And you can make at least maybe $2 every bottle.
Yep.
If you sell 2 cases in a week, never $100 that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
It's a little fully basket, and that's what you want to.
So that's the bottom line, you know what I mean? But
so right.
There's so many things that you can get to sell, and this and especially police, because you can utilize them. No. If you start utilize that area upstairs, like the police guys come and go and have a bar there. That's what. You ever been to England?
Yes, I have.
When did the cricket they gone to the pub now?
Yeah, that is one. That's a must. That's
okay.
A must, yeah.
And
it's a must.
They were the fundraising.
Yeah.
Gets going.
Yep. So right.
So he can buy your beer. You can buy him back wine, and that's the thing, and the club earning some revenue.
Yep. So right.
And that's what you're all about.
Well, I think I know, Sean. I think that they have something like that, because not this game here, the week before. I went up there and got some chicken from the bar.
Yeah.
Until Shadrach was saying if you're not coming outside the building to support the next police officer who was selling something else.
Oh yeah.
She was saying cake.
Cake, yeah.
Well, I make sure I spend some money by the bar first, and then Kate was saying.
But that's good. So the bar was upstairs?
No, the bar is in the little room.
Oh, the little room. Okay.
That's up at the grounds. So
that's why we. The little room on the east side.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You know what I mean? And that's what you need, man, Sean. Look, all clubs in Antigua need that. Raise funds on their own.
Yep.
Don't rely on those sponsors and this and that and the other.
So
Because
right.
the plan was working so well when we had the Antigua Brewery. You know, we pay umpire every week. The money we was going to pay for umpire and
You
pay
pay
for the ball one time.
You see?
So now go to no sponsor. You help yourself.
Right. That's what sponsors like, you know. Well, and that is one thing sponsors like, you know. When you see you're helping yourself, you want uniform, they don't have no problem giving you uniform. Right. They have, can they see what you're doing?
Yeah. And I'm so disappointed with them, you know, because this is something that can happen. Because, look, some of them already saw like 30 players and so. On the team. I know they're serious sometimes. But if you have all the people in the team, you know what I mean? The striking thing to me, Sean, is when they played, you have to pay money up front, you know. Registration fee.
Yeah.
And the police don't do that. But the police is a different organization. And when we talk about clubs, basically.
Yeah.
But no, nobody want to pay nothing, no. What do you think is sponsored there for? The kind of language.
Yeah, and then that is what they do.
But if you're not duly registered as a member of the club, you're not really a member of the club, you're the paid dues. You're a member of the club unless you pay dues. That's why you become a member.
Right.
But we gone out of whack. You know, I mean, it was sponsor this and sponsor that. That's why I talk my part of Derek a little bit. But not Derek alone. He go pick up 2 ladies and 2 guys and bring them in to play.
Bring them play. Oh.
But that is good, okay? The ladies doing very well.
Yeah.
And the ladies getting some experience playing with the guys.
And that is what you want. That's what we want to do. You know, you want to get the ladies and them to start to play the game because we're lacking that here. So the more ladies we can get, it's better for the country, better for Leeward Islands.
Well, I want to ask you a question.
Right.
I want to ask you a question. I know Police had a very good woman softball team.
A women's softball team.
Yeah, Police had one very good one.
Yeah, well, we just started back for this foot competition there. So we have now a female softball team now.
I had one over the years.
Yeah, so there is one now.
Like that, I wonder if you get anybody from the team, younger one can transfer to the hardball.
The hardball.
Well, it's only one player we have is Miss Richards, Jensen Richards, and she's one of the softball players, long time softball players, and she has now transformed now into a hardball, and she's on the Leeward Islands team.
This
She's the Leeward Islands training, is it?
Yeah, she's on the team. In fact, yeah, she made the team.
Miss Richards?
Yes, Miss
On the
Richards.
Leeward Islands team?
Yeah, on the Leeward Islands team. Remember, she was bowling. She bowled.
I never see
Well,
her.
you need to come on. You need to watch police play. Come on,
No,
watch
I saw a couple times in the game.
You're right.
Right.
Right. So it's the 2 of them that we normally use. So she's on the Leeward Islands team now. So she has transformed.
Right.
And that's what you want. I mean, you want the ladies and them to play, and hopefully you can pick up 1 or 2 from them.
Right.
And start
I
them
tell
with
you
the
what,
hardball.
that might be something good for Police in the future, because if she makes it, or the people they can they want to come play.
Yes. They do.
Especially the younger police ladies who have some ability.
Yep.
Kind of police graduation almost every year.
Yeah.
There's young police ladies and men who want.
Yeah, they have a few recruits playing with the softball team. So
Okay, that's what
that's what you're talking.
That's good.
That's what you.
They might get down to the hardball.
Dallas, morning, what's up?
Yeah, me alright.
Morning, what's up, Dallas? You alright?
The man is Australia.
That's true. Well,
Yeah. You know Sean? You ever play against Sean?
What's his last name?
Walsh.
Walsh. You ever hit his stump out the ground?
No. I used to get bored.
You ever hit his stump out the ground?
I can't recall.
No, it's because you never do it. That's why you can't recall.
Dallas, you played against him when watching them. You know what I mean?
We just talking about police team and the successes so far in the season. And Mr. Walsh is the chairman for the police committee and the one in charge of all this wonderful works going on at the police ground, which I've been watching the games and see the ground looking so lovely. So this is a guy who is in charge of making the pitches and the outfield and the atmosphere looking as nice as it is.
Not only that, this man, he opened up the police for 20 years, so you might have played against him.
Yeah.
But like the man said, you weren't good enough to bowl him down.
That's why you can't remember.
Well, look, First of all, maybe I should say congratulations because I did watch the game.
Thank you, man. Thank
I
you.
did watch the game, and again with Derek. I think they did a wonderful job. In securing another championship. So look, I don't know which team can actually beat Police because for what I see that they're doing, everybody is actually in tune. All the players are actually in tune. They're in tune with each other, and it seems like they all respect Derek. And giving the support that he actually needs. So
Yes, they do.
So congratulations on that. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks again, man.
Yeah, but Derek did a good job. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Walsh said earlier, Derek is not only the captain, but everything. He like Taddy in factory. You go prepare pitch, you do everything.
Yep.
Cut grass,
Right.
everything going. You know what I mean? So that's why they support him, guys. He goes there, Mr. Walsh and Thompson, to make sure they have good pitch to practice on.
Yep. And I must say he's also the coach. I mean he's
the coach
he's
too.
the one that's the
coach
guys out there. So he's basically everything.
So now you know.
Yep.
Yeah, because I just think that Derek was just only the captain on game day, but I didn't know he'd do these other things, which was really good. And maybe that's why he's so successful, because he's involved in everything, and again, everyone give him the respect that he probably deserves because he's involved in everything, So maybe that's the reason why as well.
Yeah. You say you're learning everything from Taddy, so Taddy will get you all some of the praise,
Did he say that?
Well, yes, he did. He did.
But anyway, I tell you what, I was going to joke about him. I was in Florida 2003. And I got into his mother in one big store, a department store. She was a lady. She said, "This is my son, coach," and he come home and cried that the coach too tough. but guess was the last parting shot. But get tougher than him.
Exactly.
So I was teasing him about that. I was teasing him about that. But
Taddy, when you tough in the time, I think that's the reason why some players have gone on and be as successful and learn a lot of things like discipline and all that stuff. Discipline doesn't come by saying hello or good morning and everything like that. It's other things, and I think that's the reason why some of us go on and be better people and better persons for that because of what you've done to us. You know what I mean? So look, I can definitely say for sure that you have a big influence on me. By giving us a discipline and the respect that we need to play this game of cricket. So, that's probably saying what Derek is probably saying, it's because of you, the toughness sometimes, and, that you bring out in us, it helps us along the way, So, that's showing, it's showing now, it's definitely showing.
thanks for that, that is what I want to say something to you. Mr. Walsh, you're getting this field in real good shape. I remember that we spoke couple weeks ago about bringing teams on to give Australia and England and all that.
Yep.
So he's preparing his field so he can accommodate us and facilitate us.
Definitely.
So
Yes.
so you start to make plans to get the team down here next year?
I start to make plans to get a young guy. I start in conversation or discussion with a few of the clubs, including my own, to see who will be available at that time. So definitely I will let you know how the plans coming on. Because some of the guys in my club in the community, they're happy with that type of organization. Yes, they would love for some guys to go over there and have a game and see where I'm from for sure. So discussions in the pipeline at the moment. So I'll keep you updated on how that's going.
Okay. It will be great our team Australia. Okay, we should have one for England too, at least one. So Australia and England,
right.
that rivalry.
Yep.
Along with that and stuff. Hey, you never know, might invite a team from Nevis too. To come along and with St. Martin, somebody to come and be part of this tournament.
Yeah, this will be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Have a Parish League team, and you have to come against a Parish League team
Have
here.
a Parish League team or some Parish League clubs, even police on their own as a champion. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's what I'm looking at that. So, hey, I really think this seriously about it, because it's time now that we start to, give guys a chance to develop the cricket again.
Yeah.
I think I will listen to Canvas say, well, reading this story in the newspaper where they say Flipper says you get to the combine school team, which I think that's a no-brainer. You shouldn't even think of that. That doesn't make any sense. But what you can query though is whether or not the guy is doing a good job, the coaching the team or running the team. But there's no way you would think of getting to the combine school team or the first class. Then I have another issue that nobody pick it up. And my good friend Kuma, president of the Cricket Association, some kind of something in the West Indies, Ireland, something. And he's a coach for the Ireland cricket team, women team. That to me is a big candle for interest. I don't understand how that can happen. Because if you're the coach getting something, who you carry the matter to? So if you're the coach of a falling out, that's what I said to you.
Right.
It's a coach can take it to leave that is board out to Cricket Association. So you should separate the two. That's in my opinion. I don't think it's a good thing.
I'm with you with that. I always say to myself, if you're president, you stick to your president job. If you want to be coach, you go straight to coaching.
Yeah.
You make it my way want to do.
I agree.
And as a good book says, done by the man is not stable in all his ways. So it can't be done by the anything you do in life. It can't be done by just like batting we talked earlier about Richie. You have to say in mind, if you want to go down, chip down, we can hit the whole top. I want to play down, get a single or kill the ball then. You have to be, it can't be in two minds.
Well, this is how I come get talking to my partner, Mark Bowles, because Mark had some article about it in the newspaper too, say, how to find my partner, Mark. Mark Bowles.
Right.
That's how I got his number, start targeting him too.
Right.
So it was, to me, it was a good thing for me. I had some of my good friends here, didn't see him slip in and slip out in Margaret, Teddy Harlestead. He played the combine schools and so on, and goalkeeper and all that kind of stuff. But he slip in and slip out quickly. That's what I was told by Mark, told me so too.
Right.
Because the thing about sports and teams, all the guys who play together over the years, they still keep in touch.
Right, that's true.
No matter where they are, that's what I tell you. Earl and Nolan went to tour one time, and Earl tried to Nolan somewhere. Oh, wait.
Iceland or something.
Iceland. Yeah. As I was saying to you, Iceland. Sure, can you imagine that?
Yep.
No, that is in Australia.
And he was with Parish League. He was
Combined school. But he played in England. They left England, went to Australia.
Wow.
That's right.
Yep.
So this is what happens, but those guys are still good friends wherever they are. So we had this communication thing going. And my back, when I was talking to one before the show started, he never played cricket with, but he got to conference with Earl, and he wanted to bring a team down there next year from England.
You watch your show every Saturday too?
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
I've been asking a question about combined school. I've watched a couple first class teams play, and there's a lot of schoolboys playing for these teams.
Other teams.
Yeah, and some of them are real good.
Right.
So I'm like, why are they not playing for combined school? I mean,
No, see,
you try to get the team together in that first class. So when they move on to the Antigua youth team, they already have this jelly.
I say great shot.
So I'm wondering how they are so and then you have so much complaints about combined school in the first class cannot make the grade.
No, Sean.
So it's not that they can't make the grade, it's not that maybe the better players are.
That is true too. But you see how different taking it. People say like what you say. But I don't see it that way now. I can tell you why. Let's say somebody comes from Liberta. A player comes from Liberta. He comes from Liberta.
Yeah.
He comes from Freetown. He comes from a different village. And that village, let's say, has a first class team. And the coach is doing a wonderful job. He said the coach is doing a wonderful job. Why should you take him from Freetown now, Liberta, and bring him to combine school, when that coach can do the job? my take is give another guy opportunity to come to combine school. Give another guy opportunity. That is my take on it. Because the more people the more players you can develop.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
That's the problem is that, the guys running the team doing a good job. That should be the question. Not that the team should not be there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when we're there, so you said something earlier now. Police fields play cricket earlier on.
Yeah.
That's what factory is all about. That's why we went to factory.
You're so right.
To play cricket
All
earlier on.
around. You're so right.
You said something that is very important
So
that
right.
you didn't realize how good that was.
Yeah,
To play cricket earlier on. Because some guys don't play football.
that is true.
Some guys want to play because nothing is there to do. If you get an opportunity to play earlier on, they will develop and get better.
Yeah.
And this is what I have like a knock on them sometimes. The feel is there and they're not using
And
it.
they're not using it.
You understand my point?
You're so right.
And sure, you get some guys 12, 13 and 14 to start training them.
It all depends on the coach. You have to
Okay,
start with
see,
the coaches
what I used to
there.
do, I used to go and get guys out of primary school, the 11 to 12 and so on. By the time they get to secondary school, I another 5 years with them,
Yeah.
especially batsmen. Batsmen need time.
Yeah. Yep.
Batsmen need time. So if you get them, quicker you get them, earlier you get them. Can I take for example, Bongsin and Kenny.
Yeah.
Then guys come in at 12 and so the Booby and so on.
Yeah.
All the guys carry Jeremy, all the guys,
Richie, all of
the
them.
Butters and so on. All the guys going to 12 and so on. So I'm saying you need time with them. But the school team is at the disadvantage because almost every year guys graduate to move on.
Yep. Right.
So I would say find more guys.
Find more guys.
So you're not going to winning team. We won 1985, I think it was, a combined school now. But those days, we had 4 very good fast bowlers.
You had
Here we had 2 Benjamin bowlers. We had Sonny Kenneth, right? Then we had the Joseph, like Cleveland Gunner, Jensen Joseph.
Yeah.
Those outstanding bowlers for Antigua, West Indies and so on. But they're pretty young. But they did hard work. Then we had some, that the Alvarez Morris stars scored at once. You know what I'm saying? The Zoe Wells and so on, so scores once. So we had guys who make ones and so on. But the bowling was so good. So you win championship. But you don't expect that to happen. So I'm saying to you, the idea is to find players for West Indies team. That's combined school all about now. And so when they leave by you, they can go to another team with another good. That's why if something go to a Flipper, because I think Flipper can do a good job for them.
Yeah.
But which other team can do that?
Right.
And that's the question.
So right.
So see, so if you have the coach doing a good job at this venue, players will get attracted to the team. No, so I know I was buying into team players come to combine school if they can do a good job in the village. Give more guys the opportunity to play and to develop. Combine school is all about development. It's about winning. Like even when I started first, I tell look, when you play 40 overs, my main interest is that they bat all the overs.
That's so strange, God.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
That's strange because just yesterday, somebody tell me, Mandela remember when Terry just tell us, he can't about how much money making the bat all over.
Yeah.
Bat all over because down the road, as it develop now, once we come, why do you learn how the batsmanship and batting and stuff and stuff like that? It come easier as time goes on.
You know about all this fart, it's fly cricket.
But everybody now in this 2022, everybody now want to score runs fast, so nobody want to take the time. One run, everybody want to go for the 6 and 4 now.
So that is all he did in Australia.
Yeah.
He's a coach in Australia too.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, say that again?
How that operate in Australia? Cricket, you know.
Well, we don't play too many one-day games. We play a lot of two-day cricket. And with the fixture, we only have, I think with the fixture, we have one one-day game before Christmas, and then the first 2 after Christmas, and then that's it. So 3 one-day games in the whole fixture for in the 6 months of cricket we play. We play a lot of two-day cricket, you know, because with the competition that we play in, they're looking for players to play shield cricket right, from our competition, and then move forward to get a contract to play for Australia. If that's the case, that's what they do. So we don't have too many one-day cricket in our fixture, and they need players that has discipline. You know, the discipline of that can bat for a long time. That's why we play the 2-day cricket, maybe 3 days if that's the case. You know, players that can bat for a long time.
So we're lacking.
So, you know, we used to have T20 as part of the fixture as well, and they just get rid of that because we just don't believe in the T20 cricket, because everyone seems like want to bash the ball or hit the ball over the fence for 6, which is not what the Australian selectors are really looking for. If they're going to select a player that can play Test cricket, you know. So they minimize the amount of one-day cricket we play and stick to the 2-day game or the 3-day format, you know, which is really good. So that's what they do. They try and develop those players to be players who can bat for quite a long time, you know, and then maybe give them a contract, put them into play for Victoria or New South Wales or Western Australia or something like that. Give them a contract, you know, so they'll be the next up and coming Test cricket that they're looking for. So yeah, we don't have a 40. You know, we don't have a 40 over competition or 35 over competition. None of that.
Right, it's amazing the mindset of the people in Australia and the cricket.
Yeah.
You get people batting long, learn to bat long, because if you can bat long, you can have 2020, you know. You know, 2020 is just another game, you know. But if you can't bat long, you can't.
That's right. That's right. They can't. That's right.
Everybody now is concentrating on this one day. It's 2020, 10-10, 50 overs. But I was surprised that you said they hardly play.
In Australia.
But for me, if you're a really good batsman, you should be able to adjust to any kind of cricket, whether 2020, T10 or whatever. You should be able to.
But how are you going to be? I think that, as you said, the longer version of the game will show you if you're a good batsman or not.
Definitely.
Because
right.
when you play in the short form of the game, you always try to look right. You're not going to try to take your time and play straight.
Right.
But once you can play straight and then when it comes to the 2020, you should be able to think. So they're right when they play less 1 days and more 2 days and 3 days. Better for the batsmen, better for the bowlers.
But you see, having learned what you said away in Australia, you know, what always strikes me with Australia, you know, as big a country as Australia is, maybe Darius can tell us about it, you know. They only have 6, what they call first class teams. Only get a 6-1 lately, you know. These are 5 for many.
5.
Yeah. The 6-1 came in just the other day.
But they have divisions. They have different divisions.
Well, Darius can tell us. Darius?
Yeah. So we have for me there is what it is now. There's Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia, Brisbane. Tasmania.
That's the one that came in last, Tasmania.
They came in last, they came in last, that's right. You know, and they play quite a lot of cricket between them, you know. As I said, they really have only 1 day format with them. They play a lot of 4-day cricket. And believe it or not, those same teams that just call us now, that's the same teams players come from, even to play 1 day, 50 overs, you know. Because if you can play the long form of the game, you know, you should even play a 50 over game, you know. They teach you when you can be at a certain pace when you're batting, you know, and then you can up the gears up, you know, when they get further into the middle overs, things like that, you know, you can up the gears a little bit. You know, so they teach you a lot of things about, you know, whether time you can actually have a goal to try and increase the run rate and things like that, or when you're going steady, you know. So Tasmania, Tasmania is a team that hasn't been in there for quite a long time. They don't just come in, you know. And you know, they have to prove that they can actually be there, you know. They can't just put a team in there. They have to prove that they're good enough to be in that competition, you know. They can't just put you for the sake of just coming in, you know. You have to make sure you're good enough to play there.
Well, they have produced quite a few good players over the years.
That's correct. You know, and that's so true. You know, it's just the other day. It's just a couple years ago. RMC just playing our competition, and now he's playing for Australia. So things like that. I actually hear about Chris Gale coming here to play this summer. Him and Fidel Edwards and this guy called Telekar, the Dilshan from Sri Lanka, they're playing the same team this year, competition this year. So it just tells you how good the competition is, and how you have to perform if you want to move up, to the next level, So we play pretty much tough cricket, really, really tough cricket over here, So if you're not good enough to bat for quite a long time, you'll never get the selection. You have to prove yourself that you can actually bat for quite a long time.
So you're saying, Dallas, the young guys in Australia play more 2 than 3 cricket with the expectation, the hopes of making one of those big teams.
Yeah, I think get a country.
That's correct. I think Australia pride themselves on being probably the best, the best of the best there is in the Test arena, and that will show even in the one-day format as well too, because you can see they were a good 50-over side as well, and most of the players that play in that 50-over side are Test cricketers, so it shows, what I mean. So they try and develop players in the lower grade to be good Test cricketers, as the older players start to go out, or if they start to go out with new players in the pipeline, you're ready to replace those players, So look, I'm sure he should have a big academy, a cricket academy that they, as soon as these players are ready, they put them into the academy, ready to be perform on the world stage when the time comes.
But Sean was asking a question earlier, maybe not to you, but I'm kind of curious about it too. What is second level like, the grades?
Yeah.
Look, second level cricket, it's very tough cricket as well, Paddy. So you get your players who might have played maybe 1 or 2 games for Australia, who just can't make it anymore. They play in this competition as well, So for me myself, I played in the sub-district division or sub-district competition, and then the next grade from us sub-district is the district, or Premier Cricket that they call it here. That's very strong. That's a very strong competition, and that's where players get their contracts from. That's where they get their contracts from to play for Australia if they want to get in, if they want to play. That's where their contracts come from. Even that's where they select, the T20 Big Bash players from, because they're going to be representing Australia at some stage. So they select players from there to put into your into your shield team to be able to play for Australia. That's where they come from. So you get we have a lot of international players. We have a lot of international players playing in our competition. Make it strong. Make it very strong. And I'm sure, I'm pretty sure if we play against an Antiguan side, if my team or our team might come play against an Antiguan side, we'll probably give them a very good one. I'm sure, we'll probably beat them too, because they're very good players.
The standard is very high.
The standard is very, very high. Standard is very, very high. That's correct. Very, very high. And to play competition as well too, you have to, if you have a team that want to play in our competition, one, the ground that you play on has to be in the top good shape. Right, for one, you have to have good club rooms. Right, you have to have good club rooms. You have to have good facilities, and you have to have maybe finance as well in order for you to play this competition. If you don't have that to finance and the facilities, then you can't. You'll make it. You will make it to play this competition.
So, who financed all these things? Sean, listening.
Well,
Who financed those things?
well, I also wanted to know if you have a relegation system, or if it's just like the NBA, like you just get rid of players and players coming in. How it is there in the first, especially the first class.
We don't like in my competition that I play in. We don't have a relegation system. So what we have, our competition has 4 areas. So we have north, south, east, and west, right? And what happened? You play like this season we're playing north, south. So I'm in the north. So that's where the teams I'm from is in the north. I play north, south. And what happened is that in the north we have 6 teams from the north, and then in the south you have 7 or 8 teams I think is from the south, right? And that's how it happens every year. So we don't play against the same players every year, or only the players that are in the north. And also those players could change over, or by the next year come, they change, which means you have maybe a couple of players from England coming in for that team, or someone from India, someone from Bangladesh, come in, and they boost that team. They boost that team. And like I was telling you, Chris Gale is going to boost. Chris Gale is boosting this other team now, by giving them a power in the batting lineup, So very, very, very tough. We don't have a relegation system. The lower down we go in cricket here, you get the relegation system, because we have a thing called North A, which is grade cricket, pretty much just call it. They have a relegation system, but where I play, we don't have a relegation system.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you have the sub-district, the district, and then the state cricket, state 3 different layers?
That's correct. Yes, that's right. So from sub-district and district, you get your players who you're gonna give a contract to play for, say, Victoria or New South Wales. That's who you give your contracts to, because they see this player here, because he plays so much, 2 day, 3 day cricket. This player is good enough. He can bat for a long time. So what they do, they move him. They give him a contract and say, look, we give a contract to play for Victoria or New South Wales. That's what happens. Because they can see something in that person to be a test cricketer.
So we get to something important to me and to Sean in particular.
Finance.
Now tell me something. Let's say Sydney team, Perth and Victoria and different big teams. How do they get do they have second 11 teams and so on? How they get the recruits from the school stuff? How they get them?
No. So okay. So New South Wales don't have a second 11 team, but the Premier Cricketer District have the first 11 teams, second 11 team, right down to the 5th. So that's 5 teams. Sub-district where I play, we have 4. We have 4 teams, and all players come from the schools. So all players come from school. So we see them in school, and then we get them to our club. Like my team, Preston, we associate ourselves with 2 of the district cricket clubs, right? Because we are developing these players to move to the next grade, to move to the next level. That's what we do when we get them. We develop them to move forward. So like me as the coach, I will I call a coach at the district club and say, look, I have 2 players, 2 batsmen that they are ready to play at your level, to pushing to play for to get a contract with Victoria, and their names are this, and they tell them how old they are, and they will say, yes, we can just send them to us, to help them. So we give them a discipline they need from us to the next grade, develop them as much as we can, and we know when they're ready so we can move them on, So definitely, Teddy, my team has 4. We have 4 teams here. The 4th 11 team is where we get a lot of young guys there. They're 11-year-olds. They play. One of them might play with their dad, who is a good cricketer, and he will maybe captain the side. Look after all those young 11, 12-year-olds. It's a very good setup, very good structure that we have in place for these players, and they move to the grades. We just move them to the grades as we see them start performing, developing. We move them to the grades up, and let them know when they're ready to go to another club that's that's going to help them even more.
That is, it's something. It says somewhere 11 years old.
Yes, 11. We have 11-year-old playing the football. That's correct.
For 11, organized cricket for 11-year-old guys.
That's correct.
I'm very curious because
on a training day, Teddy, on a training night, we have pretty much like 50, maybe 55 players on a training night, on the oval, yeah.
But I'm concerned about the age that is. The age, the 11-year-olds.
11-year-olds in our 4-11 team, that's correct, yeah.
And they are working with hard ball.
Hard ball, they get all them practice on, we'll get right now, like even now, I already have a session just the other night, last Tuesday. We get them inside indoors because that's where we can train at the moment because it's a bit wet. And they get on the bowling machine and you hard ball and you feed them the bowling machine with your batsman, to face up and face, a good pace, coming out here every day, 12-year-olds. Yeah. I'm telling you. You should see those young kids on a Saturday playing senior cricket on a Saturday, 11, 12-year-olds there.
What I can tell you, the Australia video, they're tough. Australians video, they're tough. They want them.
Yeah, and we have, I'm telling you, we have some very, very good 11-year-old and 12-year-olds. Like some of them don't scared of anything. They're very fearless. Sometimes like me, I'm boring sometimes, and to an 11-year-old, and they really talk back to you. They talk back to you when you're in their bodies. They give you a bit of a talk and stay down, and that's just the attitude they have and discipline and the hard that they want to do. They want to be hard, hard, not cricketers, So, yeah, I'm telling you, like you have 11-year-olds playing, in the senior team, but they play the 4-11 side, and they move to the grades as they develop and score runs consistently. Then they move to the grade. They move from the 4s to the 3s, and so on, rather than until they get to the first 11. Depends on who you are, but the 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds, a lot of them will stay in the 4, or they move. One of them will move to the third 11. If they, according to what we see and they're scoring, we let them move to the grade. Give them that opportunity.
That's commendable. See, I've been trying to push that in Antigua for years. The primary school league. Get guys early playing cricket. That identify the talent. That's the key. Identify them. All they're going to be very good.
Yeah, that's what you want. Identify.
But you want to identify those who you can move on with. And that's what
that's correct. Move very early. Yeah, I agree. You identify it very early so you can help them out and get them developed. Teddy, the other day now, a couple months ago during the cricket season, we have more reviews. Come to help out some of the bowlers, at the club. And there's a young left-hander in the net batting, on turf. And he asked
who young guys?
he was. I said he's 12. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. I said yes, he's 12 in there, And he's just facing up to some good fast ball. He was 12. So we get them early. Sometimes they get a hit. They get a hit on their hip or something like that, and and sometimes you go there and ask them, is they okay? And they say, yeah, I'm fine. Sometimes the players worry. Sometimes about that, but they're fine. They're totally fine, and you just let them go.
And that's what
so by the time they reach that age, that 14, 15, 16 age, then they're fine. They're accustomed to get hits with the ball, and they're ready by then,
I kind of glad we got on this go to the Shark. You learn a lot of things, what we're doing wrong around here. You know what I think we're doing wrong here.
We have to start from
We
our
need
youths,
to
man.
we need to start them early. Play the age group, in the own age group, 11, 12, 13, 14. When bouncing and guys 12, they play when guys play test cricket.
Yeah.
Robbing and guys, you know, they play at that age. So if the guy got a talent and he had the heart like that, he say, yeah, like a knock him, but he good. He went to go. Them guys, you know, the guys are tough. Those are guys that want it.
Gone are the days when we used to have natural talents growing up. Now we have to go on find the talents in them. That's what and that's what we're done.
No.
Exactly. That's why they start early and discover them.
Yeah, we need to go and get them and discover
Discover them at an early age and say, hey, these are the guys that look promising and everything that can work with them. They're going to play.
When you hear the amount of guys that couldn't make the Antiguan team before, you wondering, wow, could not he? There's so much of talent, so much of natural talent that used to be there.
But I'm glad to talk about Sean is a big fan of the police team.
Not sorry, but even you know, like with my club, we just don't focus on just cricket as well. You know, like sometimes, you know, you come to training prepare for a discussion. You know, in the rooms, you know, we have a whiteboard. We discuss, you know, about you know, how you're feeling today and all that stuff, about the mental side of the game. You know, we discuss all that stuff. You know, not just to come and bat and ball. We talk. You know, we talk about cricket on a different level. You know, so some of the kids understand. You know, we have things like we have this person come to talk about all the nutrition. You know, what you should be eating and all that stuff. We give all that to the young guys, so they know. You know, what they need to do, how they need to be prepared. You know, things like make sure you start drinking a lot of water from maybe Wednesday night. Don't start drinking water from Friday night. Things like that. You know, make them prepared. You know, so they know what to expect when they move to the next level.
That's a real holistic plan, man. I love it.
Yep, I was just going to say that's a real good plan they have there. That it's so intertwined with everything. And not only, as you said, it's not only in the net. They take it out and they go into classroom sessions, bring in your dietitian, bring in your stuff and talk to them.
So right.
That's important, Sean.
So right.
And that's what I'm really focusing on big times. Not the little stuff you have around here, think somebody win the competition and who lose. You know what I mean? You think about the person for the long haul.
That's right. You know, it's just the other day I was talking to my good friend Shafto about his team that lost the game to police. You know, and what I said to him that I feel that once Austin Richards went out, it seems like the guys didn't know what to do. They didn't have the discipline, you know, and that's what some of them lack of, is that discipline to realize, hang on, we just lose Austin Richards. We can't go and start hitting fours and sixes, you know, instead of trying, you know, knock on the ball for a few singles. They rotate the strike quite a bit to put some runs, you know, the scoreboard moving, you know. Everyone's trying to hit sixes and trying to hit fours, and all of a sudden they got bowled out cheaply and didn't even bat the overs. So that's something we teach young guys here about, you know, what's your role when you're going to bat, what your role is, you know. They need to know what their role is and the discipline they need to see. Once you start losing wickets like that in clumps, what you need to do. And it seems like the Freedom team didn't have any answers, because everyone wanted to go and try to hit sixes and hit fours, and, you know. So we try and develop players according to the state of the game, where the game is at, you know, and that will help them in good steady when they move forward. You know,
what you just said a while ago. I'm so happy to hear what you said a while ago. I hope a lot of coaches here in Antigua listening to you, because a lot of guys think coaching is just go out on the field, put up some stumps, and that's coaching direct, so chop here and there, that's coaching. But coaching is more than that. It's actually trying to get them to mind, get that feedback and actually say, why a player shot there? Why are you trying to achieve with that shot there? Why a ball a ball there? Why are you trying to ball a ball? What do you expect the batter to do and stuff like that? You know, if Earl out, what the next situation? What's the game plan? What you have to do? And stuff like that. Because cricket is more than on the pitch. You know?
That's correct.
I'm happy you said what I said.
But my take, that is, I want to intervene a little bit. That's a shot. That's not more than a minute. Because that guy, Kenny Richards guy, he scored a brilliant century the week before in great forms. But this guy next to me here, he paid off, can't even get out. So they came he paid him off. But convinced.
I played the fifth.
He came up with the
I played the fifth.
But seriously, guys, I like what I said a while ago in terms of how you guys get into the players' mind and get the feedback from them in different situations and stuff like that. Because that's so important. As I said in the game with as I said with Shafton and Kenny, if the other guys did have the match awareness, they know exactly what to go out there and do.
That's correct.
And that happen all the time. Now with free time.
Yeah, because Austin Richards and the other guy, they were batting really well. They were rotating the strike pretty well, you know, and they were getting even easy singles, even in the 30-yard circle. They were getting such an easy ones. Police didn't have any answers for that at that time, you know. And for some reason, I said they're gonna make a lot of runs here because they were like 90-something for 3 or something like that in some of these little overs. But all of a sudden, they get one wicket and they get another one straight away in the third over, and then the guys didn't have the answers for that now. All of a sudden, police get back in front in the game now, you know, which is that lack of discipline where the other guys, so number 4, 5, 6, right down to 11, didn't have any discipline at all to see the state of the game at that time.
But that is, I wasn't watching that. I saw when the 2 guys got out from Africa. Kenny's second, but what I missed. Did they send any message over there? Because one message came from Welch, you know, was one did.
No, well, one of the messages was once we get Richie out, we know the others and them gonna. That's a fact.
That's a plan.
That was the plan. We know the others and them gonna show with them.
Watch the message.
I knew that what would have happened.
Yeah, look, yeah, I'm probably right. You're totally right with that. Because look what happened.
Somebody
3 for 99 or something like that. They're all up to 120.
I'm gonna stay in the wicket.
That's the job right there, you know what I mean?
Get myself in, but everybody just.
This is spin board one access.
Yeah, everybody want knock 6, yeah.
The 2020 thing.
Yeah, and that's why he's
That's
still
the
here on
That's right.
the 3D, they play less 1 days.
Yeah.
You know, get the 2D cricket, the 3D cricket. There you don't have to knock a 6. You push it wrong, get 1s, get 2s, and you get it in.
I also noticed now one of our guys too. He doing Welsh for your tournament. The Valentine guy swing some ones again.
Yeah, he does what he do, and he bowls. And
I know he's going to come and with us.
But he bats, and we have him in the net a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, we try keep putting him in net for a long time.
So wait, say we, what do you mean? You are Derek.
It's a combination. Man, decision.
I gotta get the language right.
Man, decision.
We, myself and Derek.
Okay, so they were the Derek. He's a coach, but it's a we.
Yeah, it's we. Once I'm here, it's we.
Okay.
I give Derek a chance to do what I have to do when I reach his.
Okay, that's
we have
good.
Mr. Scholar. I must say,
Scholar come over too?
Mr. Scholar normally here and say, hey, no, that's wrong, but properly, you know, this properly.
No, but he still comes around?
Yeah, he still comes around.
Yeah,
he and
was the last weekend.
Very Sports Sam, they does it too.
What
whenever we practice, these guys and them, yeah, these guys and
for
them.
ages.
Yeah, these guys have always been here.
This is say the speak spin bowler.
Mr. Scholar never bowled a ball in his life,
and
but
that was Sam.
Oh.
So the week keeper batsman, man. But Sam used to give big spin bowler.
Yeah, he
body that
comes here every day, man.
Yeah, every day.
Every day with the guys.
You're joking?
Every day with the guys.
Sam is so passionate about this police team.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great, man.
These are 2 guys that have been here for some time.
Yeah, man. He's been around for a long time. He did a long time police. He's to give big spin ball and so.
Yeah, leg spinner.
Leg spinner, yeah, man.
Was the national selector one time, look, Sam?
I'm not sure.
No?
But I know Sam was it will be a sweetie spin bowler. he and Thompson compete with who the ball sweeter.
No, you can't. Not
Thompson.
No, I guess Mr. Greer.
That's my buddy.
No, I guess Mr. Greer. I mean, I come to my school and college, and Mr. Greer have to like you would play the 12 man, and devil a bat. And devil one. Then Mr. Greer way up by Freeland. Yeah. I said, don't worry, I will get you. And then he talk, I will get you. I'll give next one again. I try next month again, boy. And then I come right to me. See, I told you.
That was Indian.
That was fun.
I tell you that's the thing about what's the grace was we around and guy played along with even with us players Winter and so on.
Yeah,
White.
Yeah.
You know, I mean those guys used to get Winter and White were two good bowlers for Police.
Right.
I remember even two guys and guy in the two. One played China so with Antigua, the Cruz and not, you would not the Cruz. There's another one, he left here some days with batsman, I forgot his name, he's in America. Those guys play China so with me, Antigua and so on. Those guys, well, at one time, Adrian Bradford. You remember, he scored a lot of runs for Police, and Antigua and so on. Adrian but Police are the goodish teams, fairly goodish teams, they're pretty competitive.
And that's our guy, when you drops, I think Hampson or something like that. He does bad very
Eddie Hampson.
He does bad Hampson, he does bad very well.
Even partner from Fireman, Henry.
Henry.
Eddie to a Parish League and so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the guys now. And the man had Gary.
Yeah.
Gary, he to a Parish League too. Gary, them guys there.
Yeah.
But there, man, you know, I know them guys, you know. Even this Ryan to a Parish League too. They are all round up.
And you must invite your partner Scala here, man. He will have a lot of history.
That's my buddy.
Oh.
If I can get, he has been as a British show before now.
Oh, he has been here before.
He and Wilkins Flow.
Oh, wow.
Talk about police and so on. That we did a short at Michael Field. Michael Field.
Okay.
That was 2 years ago. A long time ago.
Bring him back. Right?
I believe Flow watching now. Wilkins, I was watching now. So make sure they tell live of police something. I told her something and you're like, you can't me. He was a very good bowler for police, you know. Wilkins. You know, the wickets for police.
Wow.
What? Very good seam bowler, man.
Wow.
He lose some weight.
And he had the size. He had the
man.
size.
Very good bowler, man. Real good bowler for police. He was not a bowler. He wasn't fast, but he can knock the ball out of the pitch. Ball him in swing, out swing.
That guy with Villa?
Yeah.
Oh,
man, the guy throws the ball real good. Trust me. You know, he's ball real good, man. You would know that, right?
No,
he was a good bowler.
I met him when he was...
Yeah. And Skyler played for ages.
Yeah.
Skyler played when I was playing early in the 70s and so Skyler played.
Wow.
Long time ago.
The Skyler's wicketkeeper, right?
He wicketkeeper. Probably started with the Patters. Patters cricket team.
He'll give some potters,
yeah? So I know them guys, I go way back with them guys. I tell you, I know them guys, man, you know what I mean? Serious thing, but I tell the police are the good guys and competitive guys, you know what I mean? But my father, Winter was my good friend, and White, you know what I mean? They know them guys, man. Those guys are really good fellas, and they're competitive. Those days they played at Rising Sun now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And boy, we had Andy Robertson, so on, and Hugh Gold and Jeff Abbott and them guys, you know what I mean? But police is hold their own, man. Police is hold their own.
I'm sure the guys must be happy now to see police team doing so well now.
Yeah, sure.
They must be really happy.
Yeah,
for sure.
The Cruz is a good batsman. And the other guys, I forgot his name, Todd. I signed me a test match about 2 years ago. Can't remember his name now. Police guy, he lived in America, he told me he lived in America, test match about, when England was here,
When England was here last time?
About 3 years ago, before this time.
Okay.
I signed in the stadium, he come up, and I didn't see him for years. But he said, when he had test match, he came back home to watch his test. Well, he was a guy.
He's in England now?
No, I think he's in America, man. I think he's in America.
In the States.
But the Cruz and he were the two big batsmen. Those days, the Cruz called the guy and had to come to the police force. Yeah.
There was a player from Bethesda, a police officer. Who was a good
Tungo.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, those guys.
I think he watch it over sometimes, because sometimes I see comments, yeah.
Okay.
You know, Tungo think he was the River Jets.
Tungo was a good. The police are some good guys over the years. That's some good guys over the years, man. Trust me. I had the TV somewhere too. One your dads. I'm a good friend. That's my friend, right? Yeah, man. That was no five. That was in charge of immigration and so on.
He did that. That's the first man that ever at time come by school. No, come by school. Parish League against Scott. Was batting against Cleve. And then the best catch ever could take a first slip. And I fly up in the air one hand. And Dad say, I don't have any money, all I have made in my pocket. Let me get this bit, because all these umpire, that's the best picture, that's the second like that. Scott, I believe Scott, St. Shout Scott, together just play us two. Parish League before, come on, Parish League. Wait, was playing Falmouth.
Ian Scott.
Yeah, Ian Scott, right.
Body that, yeah.
Really good shot, guy. Catch a ball and fly one hand.
It's stuck in your hand.
Yeah,
it gets stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck.
It gets stuck in, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't catch it, it's just stuck. Hey, a catch is a catch, yeah?
Catch is a catch is a catch.
The upright say ball.
I want to stick it up. You're the batsman started crying.
Yeah.
I say, oh, why lucky you are.
That's the first game we can play cricket.
Yeah. But that's son about the beef. But that's why I remember when I playing a match of time and Elma played with so I never forget a jokey. It was a jokey story to me. That time over 1975, 74, 75. Elma get LBW, I was the captain.
Yeah.
So he's 75, I was the captain. So you get then tell right so you stay on the park side under the big trees. Nothing just
Not really, right?
no, you know what I mean? So Elma get old, but you kind of fear to me. Elma cost I say, what that they don't very good to me, man. This look alright to me. Say, no man, he start costing that. All I'm telling you love see blue and white. Everybody blue and white bat. Everybody the first man calls in and thing, you know. Blue and white bat, blue and white gloves, blue and white pad. Say you love see pure them colours. So, how you come with Nancy so how you come? This look fear to me, you know. But everybody had a different spin, you know what I mean? Everybody come with Nancy story. But those are the days of cricket, you know what I mean? I remember umpire was straight those days of Walsh. Umpire's umpire named Lata. He's kind of crazy. She go crazy from time to time. But he's a guy.
He go good.
Empire played. And Empire fans will come out, he might be umpiring. And so he said the word, hey Lata, time for one. Boy, Lata, you know man knows, you know. The worst joke I ever Lata shot, the worst joke I ever Lata is this. Why is he playing a police? And the white ball is some big in duckers.
Yeah.
Outside house and cut back in big man. Clem France in the make no ones for years. Clem batting real good man. Guy 40 something, 50 something, stroking the ball to covers man. Bam, badam, bam. White ball the ball, Clem well front foot outside house some outside and drive the ball, cut back in, knock you outside house some. And police appeal. I'm a good friend went to up on the ground wall and they appeal and so on, and white eye can appeal. And Lata now move boy and down on Lata. The Lata probably left her. So no, everybody said the man out in my opinion, no. But Clem was batting real good. So Clem came out of the field. Clem, at first he was the Clem vex. So I said, what massive? He said, the man said, I'm playing no shot, a deliberate padding. And Clem knocked the ball, go for 6. He said, deliberate padding. Well, everybody said, everybody vex again. We are joke now. So I tell you, we had some fun days.
Yeah.
Long time ago. So it's so nice. So not a lot. It was a neutral. Because you feel the neutral umpires. Most of the umpires are neutral, but sometimes you get carried away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. So I took rides on to station, and then the thief somewhere in the world never know. And when we left the station, they said to me, rides on guy, we the right up. And they come out and tell me, don't buy thief again. Don't listen to you. Okay, if I can survive the thief, you don't buy down here. I can survive anybody else. So, tap to him, don't buy a thief, sure. I went to them after that. Can you see man about the one glove, bust finger card, say, one by still send that out. Right, so I stopped the man, this is the crazy, oh, I know, you can't put back it back. I don't buy that move.
That is any closing remarks. My technician just told me it's time for us to leave.
Okay. Well, one thing I have to say, this is to Teddy. Look, Teddy, I just want to say, look, thank you for everything you've done for me. To give me the discipline and the coaching. Without you, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Definitely for sure. Some people maybe wait until when someone passed away for say good things about people, but look, you have been instrumental in my development, and I think I did say this to you a while ago, that even when I'm coaching here, I still bring up your name in certain things, certain aspect of my coaching, because I think back of what you would have said, at that time when I'm doing some coaching, just your voice in my head, so you have an impact on me. So look, I just want to thank you very much for that. I really greatly appreciated that, all the stuff you give me, all the stuff I've learned, over that time period. So thank you.
I must say about that is boy, thanks to that too, what they say, the voice in the head. I was telling somebody yesterday, boy, my grandma used to tell me some things we never understand.
Yeah.
Up to now, they're still in my head.
In your head, yeah.
So, I was 6 years old.
It's an impact, it's an impact, and that you made, it's still there, and it must have something really, really good, even if it's, some people don't even understand, at least the voice is there, so you're there, and I still bring up your name sometimes. I talk to some of the guys about you and everything like that, and even though they don't know who you are, but I let them always know, this is my old code, this is what he would have said, this is what he said, this is what we need to do, things like that, So thank you for everything.
But I tell you something, my greatest lesson I learned from cricket was from my grandmother, Guess what the lesson was? When I was about 6 or 7, take me big man, I played the chat with my uncle and my cousin them. I played some ball called combo ball. And they bowling me, uncle bowled me, knock man over flop and throw me. And they, on the ground he started bay me, and I started to cry. So my grandmother always spoiled me. So I went down the road, it took about 30 seconds to reach home. But my grandmother started complaining. So what happened to you, cry so for who do something? So Uncle Show started bay me because they knocked me the ball. So we think she come because of half an hour now. She said, well, play ball, check what was.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's never good enough to learn cricket shot. Yeah. But learn to check what cricket. Say, look,
So
if you want to play a big man, take a blow
Take your
from
blows,
man.
yep.
Right.
So, Sean, any closing remarks as we go? As the technicians say.
We just, as police, we just want to continue to do well like what we're doing. I mean, 2 championships, we're hoping to bring it up to 3 and maybe up to 4. So look out for us. Right. Yeah, look out. Just continue looking out for us.
Well, like I said last week, Sean, the only time I'm back in early is Parish League. Can I want that to be the first class team?
Yes, you're right. Parish League.
I said it last week. The only time I'm back in early now. Said that to Derek.
Okay.
Hey, I want that to be the first class. Can I tell you something? That is what Parish League, Thursday is all about. When we started Parish League was considered not so good team. But then when we integrated Thursday League, Vivian was a player now.
Yeah.
And the rich so up to now the guys that do it so if we become McNatt and doing jobs, man, then get it. And people still remember that too, So we get to play against first class guys and so on, the good guys and so they know they're not much better than them. They can play with them. Not that even them outstanding and great.
Yeah.
But when they play a first class team and they can rub show them and know, hey, we can aspire to that standard too. So that's what Thursday League is all about.
Yeah.
And like you rightfully said, plenty man can make one team in Thursday League.
Yeah.
Anybody can join, so you're going to be tougher.
You're going to be tougher.
Yeah, so take a team like you might buy, let's say Michael. Mike can get some Empire man known.
Yep.
Like Empire can play against.
Yes.
The kind of way. They still need Michael, but might not play the Michael players.
Yes, you're right.
And that's the difference in Thursday League, really. So it's usually a very strong competition.
Will be.
Well, thank you, Dallas, for you're one of us, so you can always welcome next week Saturday whenever you want. Just jump in on the show. And Sean,
Okay, no problem.
Welcome.
And as I say, all the best and continued success.
Thank you very much.
Well, you never get there first, but next round, man.
Thank you guys. If you're supposed to have one.